Good morning. This is Shelley Shearer and welcome to Living Well with Shell. Today, let's talk mental health. I am a retailer for a variety of supplements that are made by the TrueHope company. Now, a neighbor introduced me to these products about 3 years ago. I have suffered with adult depression most of my life. It sort of runs in my family on my mother's side, unfortunately. And I have been on and off antidepressants most of my adult life, sometimes just seasonal disorder, and then later in life it got a little more serious. And then 4 years ago when I developed fibromyalgia, it really took its toll on me because my life had changed so drastically. And that's when about 2 years ago a neighbor introduced me to EMP. Now, the man that actually created this product, his story is amazing, but it's just very sad. He is a father of 10, and it was his wife actually, in her tragedy. After 10 years of fighting her bipolar disorder, she actually committed suicide. And then he noticed one of his children was following down that same path, and then a little later in life, a couple more of his children were showing kind of very similar risk situations. And he just prayed for a solution, and he started looking into the more natural brain chemistry type ways of handling these types of disorders, because he really felt that the pharmaceutical and psychiatry world had failed him. Now, I am all for drugs when they are needed. We are very lucky that we live in a world where a simple infection no longer kills us. But at the same token, there are a lot of more natural ways to deal with anxiety, bipolar, and depression than really what's happening in our society today. And I am proof of that. I no longer take antidepressants. I've been off them for well over a year and a half now, and I'm doing great. But I have a regime, and I did a lot of study, and I'm very conscious of my issues. I'm very aware, and I ensure that I live in the moment. I ensure that I get out in nature. And sorry, as I'm glancing away from the cameras because I'm looking out my garden in the home that I live in, I ensure that those things are in my life. I use essential oils, a lot of citrus-based essential oils, especially lemon, ingested, inhaled, and used topically or diffused, are wonderful for your mental health. Essential oils pass the blood-brain barrier and can really elevate your mood. So there's lots of things that it's not like a switch is flipped. You need to find coping mechanisms, understand your triggers, and sort of work with that. But the basis of it all is great nutrition. And quite honestly, this is I've stopped taking a variety of other types of vitamins and minerals, which I used to take more for my health or for working out. But now, of course, I have a very specific need, and these are specifically designed for that need. So I carry the EMP product in my clinic here in my home office. I can only sell to Canadians. I'm sorry, but if you are one of my subscribers and you're in the States, please just contact me and I'll put you in touch with someone that can sell you the product in the United States. You can buy these at the health food store. They run about $60, $65. My charge to clients is $55, and I'll ship them anywhere across Canada. They are completely designed minerals, vitamins, and supplementation for mental health, okay? That is what they're designed for. And a great product that goes with it is called a inositol. It is actually a plant-derived B vitamin complex, and it actually acts like a little bit like a carrier pigeon for the EMP, and the fact that it gets it into a cellular delivery system that is quite that much superior. The company has had about 20 clinical trials behind them. The proof is there, and I'm really just quite honored and excited to carry this product and to talk about it. But if you are struggling with anxiety, mental health issues, or even something as serious as being diagnosed as bipolar, which I have a family member that is and uses these now as well, these are something to consider. You need to start with amazing supplementation. Our world and our food is full of so much that is actually harming our bodies. And every time you put a drug into your body, your liver has to process that. And I'm 52 years of age. And the more and more things that we keep applying into our bodies as we age, it's just all another stressor on our bodies physically. So better to handle it with something natural, something that's a little more bioidentical, something that's absorbable, and that the body can utilize on a more natural basis. Like I say, there's an amazing place for drugs in this world, and I'm so grateful for the medical system. However, there are also lots of amazing natural ways, that kind of God-intended ways, as I like to put it, that nature provided us, that allows us to cope with things a little better. So if any of this is interesting to you, please subscribe to the channel, and there'll be lots more tidbits like this on my channel, Living Well with Shell. But please don't even hesitate to email me at info@livingwellwithshell.ca or livingwellwithshell@gmail.com. Either of those emails will reach me. My Facebook page is Living Well with Shell, and so is there's a public customer group called Living Well with Shell. You can Google any of those things and you will find me. I also have a podcast on iTunes, Stitcher Radio, and Google Play called Coulda, Woulda, Shoulda, where I kind of use my 52 years of experience talking about things that I do and don't do in my life and just not living in regret. And one of those things about not living in regret is having great mental health. Because when you have your emotions and your anxiety and your mental health in order, the rest of life is just a whole lot easier to cope with. Have a great day, everyone, and I'll catch you on the flip side.